So this week's episode of Running Down History, it's a pretty simple idea. I love history and I enjoy whiskey, and naturally I came across the County Distillery here by the Brooklyn Navy Yard. Their distillery and tasting rooms all housed in historical buildings, so it's two things that I happen to love. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. Now, today's episode, I am back in Brooklyn, and we are going to pick up kind of where the Brooklyn Navy Yard episode left off. So it says here, between 69 and 79, New York City reopens the Brooklyn Navy Yard as an industrial park. There's all kinds of businesses here on the Navy Yard, but in 2004, Steiner Studios opened a 15-acre site at the yard, which even produced the movie The Producers, starring Matthew Broderick. By 2011, the yard is a thriving industrial park with over 98% occupancy. It is in the midst of its largest expansion since World War II, which is pretty awesome to see. Love this writing. A shipyard's rebirth guided by the past. Outstanding. So for today's episode, as you can see, these are all the different types of businesses that are here on the Brooklyn Navy Yard. But I'm going to be focusing just on one. This is a map of the Navy Yard from 1928, and as you can see, County Distillery is at the old Navy Pay House, and its Gatehouses, or its tasting room, is right at the entrance of the Brooklyn Navy Yard. This is just another old picture of from the corner of Flushing Road here. And as you can see, on the right side is Admiral's Row, where admirals and their families used to stay. These long buildings here are the lumber sheds that used to house the lumber to build ships. And Kings County Distillery's Gatehouses are down that way. Throughout history and throughout these old photos, you can see the Gatehouses here at the Brooklyn Navy Yard, which is now houses Kings County's tasting rooms. And just crazy how you can see how the Gatehouses have changed all throughout the years. So Kings County Distillery is housed in the old Paymaster building, or building 121 here on the Brooklyn Navy Yard. This is where all the money for the entire Navy Yard would have been held for civilian and military paydays. I'm going to keep my time here fairly brief, just because I invite you all who's watching this to go to Brooklyn yourselves and take the Top Shelf Distillery tour, because it's a tour unlike any other. You're surrounded by great whiskey and great history. Do yourself a favor, if you're in Brooklyn or if you're going to the city, this has got to be a must stop. And if you do book the tour, you might even meet Harold. Yep, this is their distillery foreman right here. He's working hard. God, what a beautiful aesthetic with the sun coming through these old windows on top of whiskey barrels. You want to talk about gorgeous aesthetics? This here is inside one of the Gatehouses, which serves as a tasting room for Kings County Distillery. And this is the original paint flaking off the walls. Absolutely stunning, stunning area to drink in. You can even enjoy your cocktail outside on one of these picnic tables. I admit, while I was here, I had some of their straight bourbon, and let me tell you something, it is delicious. The color is absolutely stunning, and it really carries a vanilla note there in the tasting. I highly recommend you stop by and get a bottle or check out their website, which will be here in a few seconds. Now, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Running Down History, and I'll leave the website for Kings County Distillery down in the video description. Make sure you check this place out either online or in person, but in person is always the better option. I will see you all next week at the same time, same day, same channel.